Have you ever noticed that suddenly some people have simply disappeared from your life? Friends who were once so close, family members who were always around, acquaintances who were part of your routine, and now out of nowhere they've drifted away. And the strangest thing is, you can't quite understand what happened. There was no fight, no heated argument, no dramatic moment where everything fell apart. Things simply changed. Conversations became less frequent, meetings vanished, and that connection that existed seems to have dissolved into thin air. If you are an Aquarius, I need to tell you something very important today. This is not by chance. This is not bad luck. And it's certainly not your fault. What is happening in your life right now is a deep cleansing, a cosmic reorganization that the universe itself is doing for you. And do you know why? Because you are about to enter a new cycle, a new phase of your existence. And in order for you to walk in that direction, in order for you to embrace all the good that is coming, the path needs to be clear. It's like organizing a closet. You need to get rid of what you no longer need, what's old, what's taking up space unnecessarily, so you can put in new things that will truly make sense in your life now. Many people don't understand this. Many people suffer, blame themselves, and wonder what they did wrong, why people distance themselves. But I'm going to tell you a truth that will change the way you see all of this. The universe is working in your favor. It's removing people from your path, because these people have already fulfilled their role in your story. Some were there to teach you something. Others were there to accompany you at a specific moment. And there are those who, in fact, were just taking up space, hindering your growth without you realizing it. And now it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to make room for new connections, for people who will truly add value, who will walk alongside you in this new phase. If you stay until the end of this video, you will discover exactly why this is happening to you, what the universe is preparing, and how you can take advantage of this moment of transformation in the best possible way. As believe me, there are very good things coming, and you need to be ready to receive them. First truth: the universe never removes anything from you without a greater purpose. Let's start from the beginning, and I need you to understand this very well, my dear Aquarian. When the universe removes someone from your life, it never happens randomly. It's never by chance. It may seem confusing at the moment, it may even hurt. It may even leave you with that emptiness in your chest, that feeling that something is missing. But the truth is that the universe only removes what no longer serves a purpose in your journey. And that doesn't mean that person was bad, that they hurt you on purpose, or that you should hold on to anger or resentment. It's not about that. It's about cycles. It's about evolution. It's about the fact that life is movement. It's constant transformation, and not everyone who begins a journey with you will finish that journey by your side. And that's okay. It's part of the natural process of existence. You need to understand that every person who comes into our lives has a specific role. Some people come into our lives to teach us something important. Lessons in love, patience, forgiveness, strength, or courage. Others come to accompany us at specific moments. That friend who was there when you needed them most, that relative who comforted you during a difficult time, that acquaintance who helped you through a complicated phase. And then there are those people who, without us realizing it, begin to hinder our evolution. They don't do it consciously most of the time. But the fact is that, for some reason, that energy no longer matches yours. That frequency is no longer aligned with who you are becoming. And when that happens, the universe acts. It creates situations, moves energies, and causes paths to separate. Because it knows that if you remain stuck in those connections, you won't be able to move forward. Aquarius, you are a sign born to evolve, to innovate, to transform. You weren't made to stagnate, stuck in situations that no longer make sense. And often what holds you back isn't a job, a financial situation, or a place. What holds you back are people. It's the emotional ties you maintain with those who are no longer on the same wavelength as you. And the universe knows this. It knows you have a huge heart, that you are loyal, that you don't like to abandon anyone. That's why often it needs to do this work for you. It needs to distance these people so that you don't have to make this difficult decision, so that you don't have to carry the weight of this choice. And so, gently, almost imperceptibly, things start to change. Conversations become less frequent. Meetings become rarer. And when you realize it, that person is no longer part of your routine. This is not cruelty. This is not coldness. This is divine wisdom. It is the universe protecting you, preparing you, opening space for what truly matters. And the faster you accept this, the faster you let go of the need to understand every detail, to seek explanations, to try to reverse what has already been done, the faster you will enter the new phase that awaits you. Because while you keep looking back, trying to hold on to what's already gone, you can't see what's coming ahead. And I guarantee you, what's coming is much bigger, much better, much more aligned with who you truly are. Second truth. The people who left were blocking their blessings. Now I need to tell you something you may never have stopped to think about, but it's one of the most important truths you'll hear today. The people the universe is removing from your life weren't just neutral companions. They were, in some way, blocking your blessings. And I know this may sound strong, it may seem harsh, but follow my reasoning. When you maintain a connection with someone whose energy is no longer aligned with yours, you create a kind of energetic weight. It's as if you were carrying a backpack full of unnecessary stones. You can even walk, but it's difficult, it's tiring, it's heavy. And often you don't even realize you're carrying this weight because you've become accustomed to it. But it's there, slowing you down, preventing you from running, from flying, from reaching the places you should reach. There are people who drain your energy without you realizing it. There are people who make you doubt yourself, who instill fear where there should be courage, who spread negativity where there should be hope. And I'm not talking about bad people, I'm not talking about declared enemies. I'm talking about people who, due to their own limitations, their own beliefs, end up contaminating you with their insecurities. That friend who, every time you tell them about a dream, already has 1,000 reasons for you not to try. That family member who always has a negative comment about your choices. That acquaintance who is always complaining, always talking about problems, always dragging you down. These people, even unintentionally, become obstacles in your path. Because energy is contagious. What you absorb from the people around you influences you, molds you, affects you more than you imagine. Aquarius, you are an extremely sensitive sign to energies. You may seem detached, you may seem cold to those who don't know you well, but the truth is that you feel everything very deeply. You absorb people's emotions, you pick up on the vibrations of environments, you connect intensely with those around you. And that's a gift, but it can also be a problem when you're surrounded by the wrong people. Because you start to carry their emotional weight. You start to worry about problems that aren't yours. You start to doubt your own dreams because you're listening more to external voices than to your inner voice. And that's where blessings get blocked. Because for something new to enter, for the universe to deliver what it has prepared for you, you need to be in a receptive frequency. You need to be light, open, confident. And when you're stuck in relationships that drag you down, you can't vibrate at that frequency. You can't connect with the opportunities that are coming your way because your attention is entirely focused on issues that should have been left in the past. That's why the universe acts. It knows you deserve more. It knows you have enormous potential, that you were born to accomplish great things, to impact the world in some way. And it won't allow you to remain trapped in situations and with people that prevent you from shining. So it removes those people, not out of cruelty but out of love, because it wants your greatest good. It wants you to achieve everything that is destined for you. And for that, the path must be clear. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Let's continue with our video now. Third truth. You are being prepared for much deeper and truer connections. Now let's talk about the good part of all this, because I don't want you to just feel a sense of loss, a sense of emptiness. I want you to understand that when the universe removes people from your life, it's making room for something much better. It's preparing you for connections that will make much more sense, that will truly nourish you, that will add to your journey in ways you never imagined possible. Because the truth is that most of the relationships we maintain throughout life are superficial. They are relationships based on convenience, habit, and social obligation. There are people we keep around just because they've always been there, because we've known them for a long time, because they're part of the family. But that doesn't mean these people really know us, that they really care about who we truly are, that they are truly willing to walk alongside us in difficult times. Aquarius, you more than anyone know how difficult it is to find true connections. You are a sign that values authenticity above all else. You don't want fake relationships. You don't want people who only show up when everything is going well. You don't want friendships based on self-interest. You want truth. You want depth. You want people who truly see you, who truly understand your essence, who truly accept you as you are, with all your peculiarities, with all your eccentricities. And this type of connection is rare. This type of connection isn't found on every corner. That's why the universe is being so selective right now. It's removing superficial people, people who don't add value, people who are just taking up space, so that when the right people appear, you have the emotional availability to receive them. Because look, if your life is full of relationships that don't nourish you, you don't have the energy to invest in new connections. You don't have the time, you don't have the emotional space, you don't have the openness. You get stuck trying to maintain relationships that no longer make sense, trying to save friendships that have already died, trying to recover bonds that have already broken. And while you're doing that, the right people pass you by and you don't even notice, because you're too busy looking back. But now that the universe is doing this cleansing, now that it's freeing you from these shackles, you'll have the chance to start over. You'll have the chance to build new relationships, healthier, more genuine, more aligned with who you are today and who you are becoming. And these new people who will enter your life, they will be different. They will understand you in a way that others never have. They will support you in a way that others never have. They will inspire you, motivate you, challenge you to be the best version of yourself. Because they are people who are on the same frequency as you. They are people who are also seeking evolution, who are also seeking authenticity, who are also seeking purpose. And when you connect with people like that, everything changes. Life takes on a different flavor, a different meaning. You realize you're not alone, that there are other people who think like you, who feel like you, who see the world as you do. And that is liberating. That is transformative. That's why it's worth going through this cleansing process, however painful it may be at the moment. Because what is coming is much greater than what was left behind. Fourth truth. This momentary solitude is a gateway to self-knowledge. I know that right now you might be feeling alone. I know it might seem like everyone has drifted away, that you have no one left, that you're facing all of this alone. And I'm not going to lie to you. That feeling is real, it exists, and it can be very uncomfortable. But I need you to understand that this loneliness you're feeling now isn't a punishment. It's not a penalty. It's not a sign that you're a difficult person, or that nobody wants you around. This loneliness is, in fact, a gift. It's a rare opportunity the universe is giving you to look inward, to reconnect with yourself, to discover who you really are when there's no one else around to influence you, to give you opinions, to distract you. Because you see, we spend our whole lives surrounded by people, surrounded by opinions, surrounded by expectations. And often we lose connection with our own essence in the midst of it all. We start living according to what others expect of us. We make decisions thinking about what others will think. We hide parts of ourselves to fit in, to be accepted, to avoid being judged. And Aquarius, you know very well what I'm talking about. You've always been different, someone who doesn't fit the mold, someone who thinks outside the box. And for a long time in your life, you probably tried to mold yourself, tried to be more conventional, tried to adjust to what society expected of you. But that never really worked, did it? Because you weren't born to be like everyone else. You were born to be unique. You were born to bring something new to the world. And now the universe is giving you the chance to reclaim that. When you're alone, when you no longer have all those external voices telling you what to do, what to think, how to act, you can finally hear your own voice. You can finally feel what you truly want, what you truly believe, who you truly are. And that's powerful. That's transformative. Because it's in that silence, in that solitude, that you find the most important answers in your life. That's where you discover your true dreams, your true values, your true purpose. And when you discover that, when you reconnect with your essence, nothing is ever the same again. You start making decisions with more clarity. You start choosing people and situations that truly make sense to you. You stop betraying yourself to please others. You stop living according to other people's expectations. So yes, this phase of solitude can be difficult, it can be uncomfortable, it can make you feel vulnerable. But I ask you not to run away from it. I ask you not to try to fill this void quickly with just anyone, with any activity, with any distraction. Because if you do that, you will miss the opportunity the universe is giving you. You will miss the chance to truly know yourself, to strengthen yourself from within, to build a solid foundation for everything that is to come. Because when you know yourself well, when you are secure in who you are, nothing else shakes you. You don't depend on the approval of others. You don't need external validation. You become complete on your own. And then, when you reach that point, the right people appear. But they don't appear to complete you because you are already complete. They appear to add to your life, to share, to walk alongside you. And that makes all the difference. Fifth truth. The universe is protecting you from energies that could destroy you. Let's talk now about a more delicate but extremely important subject. Not all the people who left your life were simply incompatible or misaligned. Some of them were actually doing you far more harm than you could perceive. And I'm not just talking about toxic people in the classic sense, those who offend you, humiliate you, and treat you badly in an explicit way. I'm talking about something more subtle, more silent, more dangerous. I'm talking about people who drain your vital energy, who suck the light out of you, who leave you exhausted without you understanding exactly why. Have you ever noticed that after talking to certain people you feel tired? Have you ever noticed that after spending time with certain company you feel discouraged, sad, and unwilling to do anything? This is not a coincidence. This is energy vampirism. Aquarius, because you are such an intuitive sign, so connected to the spiritual plane, you are especially vulnerable to this type of situation. You have a heightened sensitivity. You perceive things that others don't. You feel the energies of environments and people. And this makes you like an emotional sponge. You absorb what is around you. And when you are surrounded by negative people, envious people, people who don't wish you well, you begin to absorb this heavy energy. And little by little, without realizing it, you become ill. Not necessarily a physical illness, but an illness of the soul. You lose your vitality, your joy, your will to live. You feel increasingly tired, increasingly discouraged, increasingly lost. And often you can't even identify the cause of this, because these people don't attack you directly. They are simply there by your side, radiating this heavy energy. The universe sees all of this. It sees how much these people are harming you, even if you don't see it. It sees how much you are wearing yourself down trying to maintain these relationships. It sees how much you are sacrificing, giving, surrendering yourself to people who don't deserve it. And it cannot allow this to continue, because you have an important mission in this life. You have a purpose to fulfill. And you won't be able to fulfill that purpose if you are being drained by people who only take and never give. That's why it intervenes. It creates situations that make these people drift away. Sometimes it's a change of city, sometimes it's a change of job, sometimes it's simply a change of interest. Conversations naturally die down, meetings become impossible, and when you realize it, that person is no longer part of your life. And this, my dear Aquarian, is an act of divine protection. It's the universe saving you from a fate that could be much worse. Because if these people remained in your life, they could prevent you from achieving everything you were born to achieve. They could lead you astray, make you doubt your gifts, make you give up on your dreams. And the universe won't allow that. It will do whatever is necessary to protect you, to keep you on the right track, to ensure you reach where you need to be. So if you're missing someone who has drifted away, stop for a moment and honestly reflect. Did this person really make you feel good? Or are you just missing the habit, the company, the feeling of not being alone? Because there's a big difference between those two things. And if the answer is the second, then thank the universe for removing that person. Thank it for protecting you from something you didn't even know was a threat. Sixth truth. You are being realigned with your true life purpose. Now let's get into one of the most important parts of all this. This whole process of removing people, of energy cleansing, of momentary solitude, isn't just about getting rid of what's bad. It's about something much bigger. It's about realignment. The universe is realigning you with your true life purpose. And for that to happen, you need to be free from all distractions, all burdens, all the shackles that prevented you from seeing clearly. Because, you see, while you were busy trying to maintain relationships that no longer made sense, while you were spending energy on people who added nothing, you didn't have the mental or emotional space to connect with what really matters. You didn't have time to ask yourself, what did I really come here to do? What is my mission? What is my role in this world? Aquarius, these are fundamental questions. These are questions everyone should ask themselves, but most people avoid them because they're afraid of the answers. But you can't avoid them anymore. You can't postpone this encounter with yourself any longer. Because the universe is pushing you in this direction. It's forcing you to look inward, to question everything, to rethink your entire life. And that can be scary, I know. It can make you feel lost, confused, without a foundation. But it's precisely in this state of vulnerability, in this state of openness, that great transformations happen. It's when you're no longer sure of anything that you're ready to discover everything. It's when you say goodbye to the old that you make room for the new. And the new that's coming for you is magnificent. The universe has enormous plans for your life. It gave you unique gifts, special talents, a unique way of seeing the world. And all of this was not by chance. You are not different from others by accident. You were made this way on purpose, because you have something important to do here. You have a contribution to make. You have a message to convey. And maybe you don't yet know exactly what it is, maybe you don't yet have total clarity about it, but that's okay. Because the process of discovery has already begun. And each person who leaves your life, each situation that ends, each cycle that completes, is another step in this journey of self-knowledge and reconnection with your purpose. You are being honed. You are being prepared. You are being molded to become the person you need to be to fulfill your mission. And when you finally connect with that purpose, when you finally discover what you came here to do, everything will make sense. All the pain you felt, all the loneliness you faced, all the losses you suffered, everything will fit perfectly. You will look back and understand that everything that happened was necessary. Every person who left was necessary. Every tear you shed was necessary. Because all of that brought you here. All of that transformed you into the person you are today. And the person you are today is exactly who you need to be to begin this new phase. So don't be afraid. Don't resist. Trust the process. Trust the universe. Trust yourself. Because everything is aligning perfectly, even if you can't yet see the complete picture. Seventh truth. The right people will appear at the right time. I know that after everything you've been through, after all the disappointments, after all the separations, it can be hard to believe that good people will still come into your life. It can be hard to trust again, it can be hard to open up again. But I need you to know something very important. The right people will appear. And they will appear at exactly the right time, at the moment when you are ready to receive them. Not before because you wouldn't be ready. Not after because you won't need to wait anymore. But at the perfect time in divine timing, these people will cross your path. And when that happens, you will know. You will feel it. Because it will be different from all the other times. It will be an instant connection, a natural harmony, a mutual understanding that needs no explanation. And do you know why it will be like this? Because these people aren't random. They were specially chosen for you. The universe worked behind the scenes, moved energies, orchestrated encounters, so that at the right moment these souls would cross paths with yours. They are people who are on the same frequency as you, who share the same values, who seek the same goals. They are people who will understand you without you needing to explain yourself. They are people who will accept you without you needing to mold yourself. They are people who will support you without expecting anything in return. And that's what makes all the difference. Because you spent so much time with people who judged you, who demanded things from you, who required things you couldn't give, that you forgot what it's like to have someone genuinely by your side. But now you will remember. You will experience what true friendship, real partnership, and authentic connection are. And this will heal many of the wounds you carry. It will restore your faith in people, your faith in relationships, your faith in love. Because yes, you will be disappointed in the past. Yes, you were hurt. Yes, you were abandoned by those you thought would never abandon you. But that doesn't mean all people are like that. It doesn't mean you are destined to be alone forever. It only means you hadn't yet found the right people. But they exist. They are out there walking in the same world as you. And your paths will cross. And when that happens, you'll realize it was worth the wait. You'll realize it was worth going through all of this. Because the relationships you'll build from now on will be much deeper, much truer, much more meaningful than anything you've had before. They will be relationships based on mutual respect, genuine admiration, and unconditional love. They will be relationships that will propel you upward, that will inspire you to be better, that will make you want to grow. And you will do the same for these people. Because it will be a balanced, healthy, nourishing exchange. No one will be draining anyone's energy. No one will be sacrificing themselves to maintain the relationship. It will be light. It will be natural. It will be enjoyable. And that's how it should be. Eighth truth. You are learning to be complete in yourself. One of the most important lessons this whole process is teaching you is something many people take a lifetime to learn: inner wholeness. We grow up believing that we need other people to be happy, that we need other people to feel complete, that we need other people to have value. And society reinforces this all the time. From a young age, we are taught that we need friends, family, partners, groups. And not that these things are bad, of course not. Relationships are important. They are nourishing. They are a fundamental part of the human experience. But the problem is when we put our wholeness in the hands of others. When we depend on someone's presence to feel good. When we need external approval to feel valuable. Because then we become hostages. We lose our center. We forget who we are. Aquarius, this moment of solitude you're experiencing, this time when people have distanced themselves and you're alone with yourself, is precisely the opportunity to break this pattern. It's the opportunity to learn to be happy, even when no one is around. It's the opportunity to discover that you are enough, that you are complete, that you have everything you need within you. Because the truth is, no one can give you what you don't have inside yourself. No one can make you happy if you're not happy with yourself. No one can give you peace if you don't have inner peace. No one can make you feel loved if you don't love yourself. These are things that only you can cultivate within yourself. And when you manage to do that, when you manage to find that inner completeness, everything changes. You stop seeking external validation. You stop depending on the opinions of others. You stop molding yourself to please. You simply are. And it's incredible how this transforms not only your relationship with yourself, but also your relationships with others. Because when you don't need people, when you don't depend on them to feel good, you can relate in a much healthier way. You can love without losing yourself. You can be present without negating yourself. You can give without emptying yourself. And people notice this. They perceive that you are whole, that you are self-assured, that you are not seeking in them something you don't have. And this attracts the right people. This attracts people who are also at this level of consciousness, who are also complete in themselves, and who want to share this completeness with you. So enjoy this moment. Enjoy this solitude. Use this time to get to know yourself deeply. Use this time to develop hobbies, to explore your interests, to do the things you've always wanted to do but never had time for because you were busy with other people. Use this time to strengthen yourself from within, to work through your insecurities, your fears, your wounds, to build a solid foundation of self-love, self-confidence, and self-esteem. Because when you do that, when you truly become whole within yourself, nothing else can shake you. People may come and go, but you remain. You remain firm, you remain whole, you remain at peace. And that is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Ninth truth. The universe is teaching you about detachment and freedom. Detachment is a word everyone knows, but few truly understand. We talk about detachment as if it were something simple, as if it were just letting go, letting it go. But the truth is that detachment is one of the hardest lessons we have to learn in this life. Because human beings have a natural tendency to cling. We cling to things, to places, to ideas, and especially to people. We create emotional bonds, we build expectations, we project futures. And when these things don't happen the way we imagined, we suffer. We resist. We try to hold on at all costs. Because we are afraid of loss, we are afraid of change, we are afraid of the unknown. But the universe is teaching you now that attachment is, in fact, a prison. And that detachment is true freedom. When you become too attached to someone, you lose your freedom. You start living for that person. You begin to condition your happiness on their presence. You start making decisions thinking about them, giving up things for them, sacrificing yourself for them. And that's not love, that's dependence. That's a loss of identity. That's emotional imprisonment. And the universe doesn't want that for you. It wants you to be free. It wants you to be the master of your own life, your own happiness, your own destiny. And for that to happen, you need to learn to detach. You need to learn to love without clinging. You need to learn to relate without losing your essence. You need to learn to be with someone because you want to, not because you need to. And this process of having people removed from your life is exactly that, a lesson in detachment. The universe is showing you that nothing is permanent. It's showing you that people come and go. It's showing you that cycles end. And that's okay. That it's part of life. That's how life works. And the faster you accept this, the faster you let go of this need to control, to hold on, to keep everything as it is, the lighter you will feel. Because attachment weighs you down. Attachment hurts. Attachment limits you. But detachment liberates. Detachment brings peace. Detachment opens doors. When you learn to detach, you stop suffering in anticipation. You stop being afraid of losing. You enjoy each moment with each person, but without creating expectations about the future. You live in the present. You live in the now. Aquarius, you have everything it takes to be a master of detachment. Because you are a sign that naturally values freedom. You don't like being controlled, you don't like being limited, you don't like being trapped. And you need to apply this to your relationships as well. You need to give people freedom, and you need to demand freedom for yourself too. You need to understand that people don't belong to you, that they have their own path, that they can choose to stay or leave, and that either of those choices is right, because everyone is following their own destiny. And when you understand this deeply, when you internalize this truth, you become invincible, because nothing else affects you. No loss destroys you anymore. You simply flow with life, trusting that everything is happening exactly as it should. 10th truth. You are being transformed into a stronger and wiser version of yourself. And now, to close this part of our video, I need to tell you something that summarizes everything we've talked about so far. This whole process, all this pain, all this loneliness, all this distancing from people isn't happening to destroy you. It's happening to transform you. You're going through a process of metamorphosis. You're being transformed into a stronger, wiser, more mature, more self-aware version of yourself. And just as a caterpillar needs to isolate itself inside its cocoon to transform into a butterfly, you also need this moment of retreat, this moment of solitude, this moment of pause for the transformation to happen. Because transformation doesn't happen amidst noise, it doesn't happen amidst agitation, it doesn't happen when we're distracted by 1,000 things and 1,000 people. Transformation happens in silence. It happens in stillness. It happens when we are alone with ourselves. And you are in that moment right now. You are inside your cocoon. And I know that sometimes you look around and it seems like everything is dark, like everything is still, like nothing is happening. But it is. Beneath the surface, inside you, a profound transformation is taking place. Every pain you feel is teaching you something. Every tear you shed is washing something away. Every moment of solitude is strengthening you. You are being prepared to fly. And when you leave this cocoon, when you emerge from this phase, you will no longer be the same person. You will be someone new, someone better, someone more complete. And all the people who left your life, all the situations that ended, all of that will have been worth it. Because you will have become who you needed to become. And you know what's most incredible about all this? You're doing this for yourself, but you're also doing it for the world. Because when you transform, when you evolve, when you become a better version of yourself, you impact everyone around you. You inspire other people. You show that it's possible to overcome. You show that it's possible to reinvent yourself. You show that it's possible to transform pain into wisdom, loss into gain, endings into new beginnings. And Aquarius, that's your gift. That's your role. You're here to show people that it's possible to be different, that it's possible to think differently, that it's possible to live differently. You're here to break patterns, to challenge the status quo, to bring renewal. And you can't do that if you're stuck in old patterns, old people, old situations. You need to break free. And that's what's happening now. So I ask you to stop resisting. Stop fighting what is happening. Stop trying to hold on to what's already gone. Accept it. Surrender. Trust. Because the universe knows what it's doing. It has never abandoned you, and it never will. It is guiding you, protecting you, preparing you for something great. And the faster you accept this, the faster you surrender to this process, the faster you will emerge from this phase. The faster you will emerge transformed. The faster you will be ready for the new life that awaits you. A life with better people, with greater opportunities, with a clearer purpose. A life that does justice to everything you are, everything you can be, everything you were born to be. And that life is coming. Believe it. 11th truth. The universe is preparing you for a new phase of abundance. And since we're talking about what's to come, I need to tell you something that will give you hope. All this cleansing, this whole process of removing people isn't just about releasing weight, about getting rid of what's bad. It's also and mainly about preparing you to receive. Because the universe is organizing the arrival of a new phase in your life. A phase of abundance. And I'm not just talking about material abundance, although that can also be part of it. I'm talking about abundance in every sense. Abundance of love, abundance of opportunities, abundance of achievements, abundance of joy, abundance of peace. You are entering a cycle where everything you have planted, everything you have fought for, everything you have dreamed of, will begin to manifest in your reality. But in order for you to receive all of this, in order for you to enjoy all of this, you need to be prepared. And you can't be prepared if you're still carrying the weight of the past. You can't be prepared if you're still stuck in relationships that drain you. You can't be prepared if your mind and heart are still occupied with people who add nothing to your life. That's why the universe is doing this deep cleansing now. because what's coming is big, and you need to have space to receive it. You need to have the energy to enjoy it. You need to be whole, strong, focused. And that's exactly what you're becoming through this process. Every day that passes, you are more ready. Every person who leaves, you feel lighter. Every cycle that ends, you are more prepared. And when this new phase arrives, you will look back and be grateful for everything that happened. You will be grateful for every person who left, because if they hadn't left, you wouldn't have had space for the right people. You will be grateful for every door that closed, because if it hadn't closed, you wouldn't have seen the right door opening. You will be grateful for every no you received, because each no brought you closer to the right yes. And you will realize that the universe never took anything away from you. It only exchanged things. It took away what was small to give you the great. It took away what was false to give you the true. It took away what was limited to give you the unlimited. And you deserve all of this. You deserve all the abundance that is coming. Because you fought, you resisted, you stood firm even when everything seemed to crumble. And now it's time to reap the rewards. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. So my dear Aquarian, we've reached the end of this conversation. But I hope that what was said here will resonate in your heart for a long time. Because everything we've discussed today isn't theory. It's not just pretty words. It's your reality. It's what's happening to you right now. The universe is actively working in your life. It's removing people, it's closing cycles, it's preparing you. And I know that sometimes it seems difficult to trust. It seems difficult to believe that something good is coming. Especially when you look around and see so much falling apart. But I ask you not to give up. I ask you not to lose faith. I ask you to remain steadfast, even when everything seems uncertain. Because you are not alone on this journey. The universe is with you. Your spiritual guides are with you. And every Aquarian woman around the world who is going through this same process is with you. We are a cosmic family. And we support each other, we strengthen each other, we inspire each other. So remember, every person who left your life made room for something better. Every pain you felt is transforming you into someone stronger. Every tear you shed is clearing the path for the joy that is coming. And soon, very soon, you will look back and see how much you have evolved, how much you have grown, how much you have transformed. So I want to ask you something. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because we're here every day bringing you messages like this, messages that will help you, inspire you, guide you. And if these messages touched your heart, if they made sense to you, consider becoming a channel member. Your contribution is what allows us to continue this work, to continue bringing hope and light to thousands of people every day. And now I want to leave you with a question to reflect on, and if you want, you can leave your answer here in the comments. Looking back, can you identify someone who left your life and who you now realize was for your own good? Think about it. And remember, the universe always works in your favor. Always. Until the next video, Aquarius. Stay in peace, stay in the light, and trust the process.